Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another video. Before I get into this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to all you guys. Yesterday I just hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, so I'm super hyped on that. A massive milestone for me. YouTube, for a whole year I've been sticking to this consistently, and then I've just hit my 1K as well, one day after hitting my 1 year anniversary. So thanks every one of you, thank you so much. I always say that in my videos, thanks, I'm up to 200 now, I'm up to 300, thank you so much. But I'm honestly so thankful for you guys tuning in and commenting and sharing and liking and everything, so thank you so much. I'm gonna do a 1,000 subscriber special type video for my next video after this, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way, say thank you. So let's get into this video. So as you would have guessed by the thumbnail and the title, I'm going to be hanging these bad boys up on my wall right behind me. So I'm going to show you guys how you can do this. I've just recently set up a new office little setup here. So I've got a nice blank wall to hang some boards up, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do it yourself for under $10 without a drill and without making holes in your wall, without damaging the wall. Because if you kids out there, because I used to want to do this when I was younger, and then my family would not let me do it because you don't want to wreck the house wall, you get your ass kicked. So yeah, I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. No mess on the wall, you can easily remove it whenever you want, and it's going to cost under $10, so let's get into this video. So this is pretty much the little office setup I've got now. I've got the desk, the chair, the nice blank wall I want to hang boards on, little shelving here, whiteboard so I can write some notes and stuff on here, spare boards and stuff. This shelf that I moved, because that was over in the corner, that used to just be my backdrop. I accidentally knocked one of these Vegetas over and he broke his head off, so Final Flash Vegeta has just been decapitated, so need to glue him back together. So he fits in nice with these two powered up Vegetas here. But yeah, cool little setup. I wanted to make more of a professional type space to film some videos, so I've got a nice backdrop and I can do little tutorials and stuff on the bench there. So yeah, this is the setup here. So let's get to hanging. So I've got 4 main boards that I want to hang on this wall right here, and I'm going to space them out evenly, but I want to try and hang up some boards that have some meaning to me and that are special. So a lot of people get a set of boards that a certain company makes, and they hang them up, or they keep some wall hanging boards that they like and they hang them up. But all these boards I'm going to hang up have a special meaning to me. So I'm going to start with this first one here, the Vegeta Primitive Cruiser board. This was my first ever board that I made into a cruiser board, but I made this for my first ever YouTube video that I made. First proper vloggy style YouTube video, so obviously that has some good meaning to me. But recently I was riding this cruiser and I managed to crack the tail a little bit. I didn't fully snap it, but it cracked it enough to release the tension on it, so the tail is a bit floppy, and I wanted this board to last forever. So I took this off, I'm gonna stop riding this one. That's gonna be my first one to hang, so I'm gonna go from right to left here, or from my left to right. When I'm facing the wall, it'll be right to left, but that's going to be the first one I'm going to hang up. And I've taken this off, and if you guys remember this, I'll put this board on now. So these are the trucks and the wheels I had on the Dragon Ball Cruiser, but this is the cruiser board that I painted myself, and I've only skated it one time for that video. I'll link that video up here, but yeah, this fits perfectly. Look at the shape of it. Boxed off tail, the fish nose. So that's going to be my new cruiser board right here, so I'm hyped on that one too. So yeah, Dragon Ball one I'm hanging up. This board here, let me know if you guys recognize this straight away. The Evening Mob board. So this is a special board too, because my homie Sean Enochs created this company, and he only got a limited amount of boards made for his first batch, and I was lucky enough to win this one in a best trick comp at Oran Park. So I can't really remember what trick I did. I did a few in the rail section for that specific night. That was a Halloween jam last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. I'll link that video up too of Sean's video. Link that up here to watch that. But yeah, cool Oran Park best trick jam for Halloween that he hosted, and I won the best trick and won this sick board. So I skated that once. I also skated this only once to make a video about it, and that happened to be the last time I actually skated with Sean before he went over to the States. So another special board. The third board, which is very similar to the first one, I won this board in a best trick comp at Oran Park as well. I remember this trick. It was a front blunt big spin out down the little handrail they've got there. It's not even a handrail, but the tiny little rail there. So I won the best trick section in the rail, won this board. This is a shine board, which I believe the owner of Visionary Skate Shop in Campbelltown has a business partner that he created these shine boards with, so I'm pretty sure that's his like side company. So that's the third one. So as you can see, these boards all have meaning, like a special meaning towards why I want to hang them up. Plus just for having a cool background as well. The fourth board I do not have yet. I'm super hyped for it. It should be coming in the next month or so, but I'm gonna have a blank spot for a little while. I can't announce what board it's gonna be yet, but you guys, I'm gonna make a whole video about it, so you'll know when this board comes in. But I'm super hyped on these boards coming in, and that's gonna take the fourth spot on my wall. So I kind of wanted to skate this just to wear it in, because you know how people hang up their boards like this and they're brand new? Like that looks good, but because it's a skateboard, these two look cool because they've been skated already. Like it just adds more flavor to it and like the authenticity of a skateboard. So I did want to do that, but I guess I'm not that picky. If I've got ridden boards and brand new ones up on the same wall, and once I fix the boards to the wall, I'm going to make it so I can change them as well, so it'll be interchangeable. So over the years, if I want to change which boards are up there, I can just do that. So yeah, I'm only going to hang 3 out of the 4, but I'm going to mount all 4 of the pieces up there, so when that next board comes in, it's going to go right here. So let me get into how you're going to hang this without making holes in your wall and under $10. Alright guys, this is probably a good point to mention there's not going to be any skateboarding in this video because I'm not skating today. I'm just going to show you guys how to do a little DIY project at home, how to hang these boards up. If you've got boards at home you want to hang, or just even one of them, if you've got like one special board, just something to add to your bedroom or your office or something like that. Or if you've been thinking about how to do it without drilling into your wall. So yeah, this is pretty much all the video is going to be. So sorry about that, no skateboarding today, but I'm going to show you guys exactly what you're going to need, and this is how it's going to be under $10. So obviously you need the boards and you need a wall. So you need a tape measure and a pencil, because you need to measure out. For me, I want them to be specifically lined up. So I'm going to go between my little shelf that I've got here just out of frame and the wall here. I'm going to measure that, and I'm going to have the boards equally set in, like all the 4 boards equally spaced apart. So that's why you need a tape and a pencil, so when you mark it, if you mess it up, you can just rub it off. If you use a pen or a marker, it's not coming off that wall. And we're not trying to ruin these walls in here. The next thing, and this is literally the only thing you're gonna have to buy, these 3M command hooks here. They're focusing, come on, come on. Yep, there we go. So take note of this, the 2.2 I believe. Yeah, 2.2 kilos. So each hook holds 2.2 kilos. So I want to measure these decks. An average deck weighs about 1.5 kilos. So the ones underneath this just weren't going to cut it because I think it was 1.2 kilos. So I bumped it up. This was like $9.80 or something from Bunnings, or you can get it from your supermarket or something. But make sure you get at least the 2.2 weight capacity one, because you don't want your board to drop off the wall and then scratch it on the way down or ruin your board or whatever. But this is the one. So, and it perfectly came in a 4-pack, which is exactly what I needed. Even though I've only got 3 boards, the 4th one's coming. Now, this is the point where you can use, so just as a quick mock-up, that's going to be on your wall, and then you're going to thread some sort of string through these. So that's going to be exposed on this side, the string coming through, and then on the back, that's going to hook on to your hook here. So that's basically how it's going to work. But a lot of people say, and this is a good idea, to use fishing wire to hang it up, because you're barely going to see the fishing wire, and you don't want something, like depending on how anal you are about this, you might not want the strap to come out and ruin how the board looks, but I'm not too phased about that. But if you do want it to be perfectly clear and you not see what's hanging it up, fishing wire is the most thinnest clear thing that you can have, that you won't see it up there. But as skateboarders, and because we're on a budget here, we're trying to keep this low cost, and we've already spent almost 10 bucks on this. I've got a whole box of, these are just all my old shoelaces, well not old, they're actually brand new, but all the spare shoelaces and stickers and stuff. I've just got, look at all these random stickers I've got, whoops. Or random, like I found this stuff around the house. I've got garden tie wire. I've got some of this, like cotton string, some of this other rope, like just, you can find all sorts of strings around your house, or as a skateboarder, you can just use an old pair of your laces, which I've got all different colors from all the different shoes that I've ever used. So depending on what color your board is, like I'm not gonna go and put a red or a white lace on this blue board, or the white might work, but whatever you want to do, I might choose the same white or the same black, and just keep it consistent along all three boards that I'm using. I feel like black or white will be a safe shoelace option. So yeah, you guys can go out and buy fishing wire or use any type of, this will be good because it's a thin, it's almost like that stuff that you tie around the end of your bread. But actually I might use that. How does that look? So just for an example, that's going to go through, come back around here, and then this side's going to hook on, but I don't know, that green, the green's not bad actually. I might actually use this green. Only because I have it, like that's what I'm saying. You can use whatever you have at your disposal, but worst case scenario, you guys can just use any old shoelace, because I know as skateboarders, you guys go through a lot of shoes and you've got a lot of spare shoelaces. So that's your worst case scenario if you can't find anything else. But if you do want to go out, I'm pretty sure you can buy like a little reel of fishing wire for like $3, $5, but oof, you're not, I'm just trying to keep it as low cost as possible. So I think I'm gonna go with this because this works pretty well. Even though it's green, but it'll be consistent. So that little green line will be in all of the boards. So I'm choosing that today. So yeah, you guys use a shoelace or whatever else you want to use, but I'm just going with this. So next step after you got all your materials is going to be measuring out your wall and marking where you're going to put the hooks. So all of the boards sit accordingly, like they're evenly spaced out. So let's get into that step next. So I've got all the hooks on now. As you can see, they are perfectly spaced apart and all flush in the same level. So all the boards, when I'm putting them on there, they should be sitting at the same size. So now to put the wires in the deck bolt holes and hook them up. So I'm going to show you guys how to get that even as well. So all the boards hang at the same size, not all the balls. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Alright, so to make sure your boards are all going to hang, so you got the hooks in the right position, but you can still make the strings different sizes so the boards still won't sit evenly. So you need to cut 4 even pieces because I'm going to be hanging 4 boards. I want them all to sit by the same length. So I'm going to cut the strings that are going to hold them all to the same length too, and tie them the exact same length so they all sit the same way. So I'll just roughly chuck one through here just to see how it's going to sit. So just measure up one and then cut all 4 the same. So I want it to sit pretty much exactly where the hook is. So I don't really want to do like make it too long at all. So maybe even that, and then I'll tie it up nicely. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. So mark how long you need it. This garden wire stuff has its own color, so like I already said, you can use fishing wire, shoelaces, whatever you want, but whatever you do use, make sure you cut it all to the same size. So you've got all evenly sized and you tie them up the same way so they're all gonna sit perfect. Oh, that looks pretty good. You can't even see it, but I'll show you guys when I hang the rest of them. So yeah, that's how you need to do it. Cut them all so they're the same, wire them all through. Because I've only got 3 boards, the next one's still coming, the 4th one. I've got some spare boards here, like some new boards that I'm gonna ride. So I might just pick one of them and chuck it up in the 4th spot just so it's not empty, and then just so there's 4 boards there. So yeah, I'm gonna hook the rest of these up and then chuck them on the wall and show you guys the finished product. Damn, I'm actually so hyped with that. That came out so well. It looks so good too. Good addition to the office. I'll come over here, get this angle. Look at that. That's just beautiful. I decided to go with the orange graphic because it kind of complements, like all these colors work together. We've got the blue Dragon Ball board, which matches the shine one. Got a bit of orange down there, which matches the evening logo, and then the orange board too. So they actually all go together really well. That looks so sick. I'm hyped with that. Look at that. That looks so good. I'm actually so happy the way that turned out. I knew I'd get it all evened out. I didn't know it looked that cool. So now you're gonna have a nice board background you're gonna see a lot of the time. Damn, that looks cool. So I'm just so hyped with that. Yeah, the colors just match so well. Orange and blue, got the orange in there. That orange one on the end, obviously, that's not gonna stay there. I'm gonna get my new board coming in 4 weeks or so, I'm pretty sure, 4 to 6 weeks, but you'll know. But at the moment, that one just sits well, like it matches pretty well, so damn, super hyped on that. So there you go, guys, that's how you hang your boards. That took me like 30 minutes, probably would have taken shorter because I was filming everything, like if I just got in and did it, but yeah, under $10, use your shoelaces if you've got any. All you need is those hooks. Make sure you get the 2 kilo hooks, 2.2 kilos they were, so the boards aren't gonna fall off the wall, because if you get the 1.2 kilos, it might hold it, but it's gonna drop off eventually because my decks were weighing 1.5 kilos, especially this is a 9-inch board and I've still got the deck rails and the screws on it, so that's obviously gonna weigh more. So make sure you get the right grade, 2.2 kilos minimum. So yeah, looks super sick. So that's the video for today, guys. No skateboarding, like I said. Hope you did enjoy this little DIY project. I'm trying to do all this stuff you can do at home while you're locked down. So like in Sydney, we're all in lockdowns right now. Get out for a bit of exercise, or you can skate like your local skate park within 10 Ks, or you can do cool little DIY projects at home like this. So hope you enjoyed it, hope it was helpful. Put it down in the comments below any easier ways you have to measure it out, but I've got them perfectly spaced apart, and I think I went with the good height there. So my head's kind of like in the middle there, and it makes a good background, but I'm super hyped on that. So yeah, let me know if you can do it any easier, so people watching this, because it took me a while to measure it out. That was probably the hardest part, but everything other than that was pretty easy. No holes in the wall, it's not going to ruin, like those little strips come off. If you want to move them, or if you're moving houses or something, they come off without ruining the wall. So that's the perfect thing to use, all under $10 within 30 minutes. And you get a sick job like this. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If this was helpful, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe. Thank you once again for all the subscribers I've got. Just hit 1,000 this morning or last night. So hyped on that, still unbelievable. But yeah, I'm gonna make a 1K celebration video for my next video. So catch you guys next time. Peace.